Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Polk here. So, the president just signed not one, but two executive orders to eliminate cashless bail. And the headlines are all going to say the same thing. This is about crime. This is about poor defendants. This is about keeping dangerous people off the street. That's not the full story. The real story is about silencing American citizens' voices. The first order goes straight at Washington, D.C. It tells federal law enforcement to hold suspects in custody whenever possible. Kind of sounds like it's against this Constitution thing we got going on, don't it? It sidesteps the city's rules and keeps people locked up before trial. And this isn't happening in a vacuum. Just 2 weeks earlier, on August 11th, Trump signed Executive Order 14333, which declared a, quote, crime emergency in the District of Columbia, setting the stage for this crackdown. These new orders that just came out, that's the follow through. The second executive order he signed today, it goes even further. It directs Attorney General Pam Bondi to identify every city and state with cashless bail and tells federal agencies to review their funding. DC is the test case. Nationwide, that's the rollout. Now, I get it. Being tough on crime, it feels good at first. We've been conditioned to think that way, considering both sides of the political spectrum have touted it at one time or another. And nobody wants repeat violent offenders back on the streets. But the same tool that is tough on crime, that can be used against protesters, against organizers, against anyone who dares raise their voice against oppression and for their own freedom. What that means is this isn't just about crime. This is about power. Protesters are going to be the first target. They'll be the ones that are labeled dangerous and they'll be detained. Because here's the deeper play with this. While those people are tangled up in court dates, paying lawyers, and stuck in jail cells, they can't be out in the streets. They can't be organizing meetings. They can't write articles. They can't even testify at City Hall. Therefore, the legal system itself becomes a tool of oppression. So much for that law and order thing, huh? That's because you don't need to convict someone to hurt them. You just need to keep them tied up, and that'll keep them quiet. Here's the darker truth. Quote, crime? Well, that's whatever they choose to charge you with, isn't it? The minute they put that label on you, the label of criminal, guess what you're treated like? A criminal. Even though you're supposed to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Therefore, that presumed innocence, it don't protect you. The charge becomes the tool of oppression in and of itself. And that punishment that is inflicted upon you keeps you silent. And this isn't happening in isolation. States are already passing laws that make protesting a felony. They're restricting cash bail funds so communities can't help each other. They're expanding the definitions of what's called a riot or terrorism. So ordinary people, ordinary law-abiding people, they can be swept up. Each piece may look small, but when you connect those executive orders, the strategy becomes obvious. They're going to make it easier to arrest people, and they're going to make it harder for those same people to get out. And what's the end result of that? People are going to stop speaking up. Let's be clear about this. Just because you don't live in D.C., that doesn't mean you're safe. If your city already has cashless bail, they're looking to come after you next. And if it doesn't, then this is your warning shot. This is how they plan to shut us down and shut us up. The White House hasn't even assigned official number to these executive orders yet, but history's going to remember them, because this is where the blueprint to take away our freedoms, to lock up our civil rights by building directly on the crime emergency declared by Executive Order 14333. This is it. That's why we need to stand up. That's why we need to speak out. We cannot let Washington, D.C. become the model for silencing America and taking away our rights. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.